Hey guys, welcome to another video. So this is going to be a latest Facebook ads tutorial, a complete A to Z tutorial, and I'm going to show you how you can laser focus your targeting, different targeting techniques, and maximize your revenue just with those targeting techniques. So without wasting any time, let's start the video.
To create Facebook ads, you need two things. One is a Facebook business page, which is free to create. Anybody can create a Facebook business page, and you also need a Facebook ad manager account. These are the two things which you need. And let me tell you how do you create that. So if you go onto your Facebook profile, you can see these dots here, menu dots. If you click on that, it is going to give you this option called pages. And if you click on pages, yeah, so it is going to ask you your page name, your category of the page, what category of your page is into or business is into, description of your page. And once you click on create page, then it is going to ask you the cover image for your page, and the display picture for your page, or the profile picture for your page. So I want you to fill all these things, fill the put the display picture also and put the cover picture also. You can uh, easily create them on Canva. I'm going to tell you about the Canva also in the end of the video, while we are creating the ads also. So from where you can create wonderful looking ads. So yeah, so go ahead, create this page. It's very simple to create a page on Facebook, and it is not going to cost you anything. Another thing which we need is the Facebook ad manager account. So for that, you again go to menus, and if you click on ads, oh, let me again click, yeah. So if you click on ads, it takes you to Facebook ad manager account. Yeah, and it is going to bring you to this window. So if you do not, after clicking on ad, if you do not come to this window, you can also type facebook.com/ads manager. That's another way to go into Facebook ad manager account. Yeah. So this is our Facebook ad manager account. This is what it looks like. Now, before I get into the campaigns and how to set up ads, one thing which is very important, which I've also mentioned in my Google Ads, account creation also, is to set up conversion tracking. And in Facebook's case, it is called Facebook Pixel. So before you run any ad, I want you to set up Facebook Pixel on your website, or wherever you are driving your traffic to, whether it is landing page or whatever. So I want you to create a pixel first and set up that pixel on your website. How do you create a pixel? It's very easy. If you click on these three dots here, business tools, and go to events manager, and here it'll ask you to create a data source or connect a data source. So for me, it is asking connect a data source. So I'll just click on connect data source. I want on website. I want to put the data source on my website. So I'll click website, click connect. It is going to give me two options here, conversion API and Facebook Pixel. Conversion API is little complex to install right now. You will need a developer's help for conversion API. And I think these days it is important also to understand about conversion API, but that's a very advanced level tracking option here. After the update of iOS 14.5, where Facebook cannot track the data on iOS, it is all the more important to understand about conversion API and eventually go into that track. But we will not make it that complex. Facebook Pixel does the job. You can go ahead and create a Facebook Pixel also. So just select Facebook Pixel, click on connect. It is going to give you options here. Pixel is used to track actions and all that. We just want to click on continue. It is going to ask you name your pixel, put the name of your pixel here, and put the website where you want to install it. Then click on continue. I'll just put it here, Nikhil. Yeah, just Nikhil's pixel probably. And the website, I'll just put my website, I think. So https without www, Nikhil. Yeah, that's my website, and you can click on continue from here. Done, continue. So the pixel is created. Now it is saying you if it is on WordPress. Now, you can just select WordPress and click on confirm, and then it is going to give you a plugin to download. You download that plugin and upload it to your WordPress website. Put the pixel on your website, and that's it. Once you set up your pixel, come back to your ads manager account. Yeah, so once you're in your ads manager account, again, the same thing which we have discussed in our Google Ads also. The ads structure is campaign, ad sets, ads. In Google's case, it was campaign, ad groups, ads. So they are just calling ad sets to ad groups. That's all. So same thing. Let's click on create campaign. We want to create the campaign. Oh, yeah. So create campaign, it is going to give me a few objectives here. There are three sections of objective: awareness, consideration, conversion. Awareness has brand awareness, reach. If that's your objective, you can go ahead and select any of these. Consideration, if traffic is your objective, just want traffic to your website, go ahead with this option. Engagement, engagement to your post, to your ad. Engagement means like, comments, and share. If you want that, you can go ahead with this option. In fact, if you click this, it is going to give you three more options here: post engagement, page likes, event responses. So if you want post engagement, likes, comment, share, you can go ahead with this. If you want page likes, your if you want people to like your page, you can go ahead with that. And event responses also is another thing. If we can create events on Facebook. If you want to promote your event, or want to get responses to your events, you can go ahead with these options here. App install, if you have app, you want app installs, you can go ahead with that. If you're running a video ad, you want video views, you can go ahead with this option. Lead generation, if your lead generation is your goal, if you want people to fill up the form, you can go ahead with this option. Lead generation again on Facebook is really easy. You don't need to take user to the landing page. You can just directly ask them to fill up the form within the Facebook itself. So you might have seen, few ads, if you click, your all the details are auto filled in the form. You just need to click on submit and all that. So that's nothing but lead generation, ads here. Then messenger, which is messages ads. That's another thing. If you want people, or if you want to run the ads where people click on the ad and directly start chatting with your brand or start chatting with you, you can go ahead with these options here, this messages options. Then conversions case, you have conversions as an objective. If you want people to come to your landing page and buy the product, fill up the form, you can go ahead with this conversion option. Catalog sales, that's for e-commerce websites. If you have e-commerce website, you can go ahead with catalog ads or catalog sales ad, and Facebook will try to bring more conversions for you for your e-commerce website. Store traffic, that's an offline option. If you want traffic to your physical stores, you can go ahead and choose that as an objective also. So for now, let's say we want to go with let's go with the traffic for now. We don't want to make it complex, very complex right now. So go ahead with the traffic, and let's click on continue. After that, I think, yeah, it is going to ask you name your campaign also here. So you can name your campaign, name your ad sets, and name your ads here itself. Okay, we will do it along the way, not here. So just click on continue, and boom. So campaign name, give your campaign name which you think you will be able to remember. So I'll just give my name, NP. So this is a traffic campaign, and yeah, so traffic campaign, I'll put it as a single image campaign, single image, yeah, and yeah, that's it. and then special ad category. So this is not a special ad, so we will not choose anything. Special ads is nothing but if you're running ads on election, politics, or social issues, you can just go with a special ad category here. Campaign details, obviously auction if we want, and campaign objective, that's we have selected as traffic. You can go ahead and create a A/B test also. A/B test is like you can test your campaign based on few parameters. Like for example, if you are creating this campaign, if you create a A/B test, it is going to create a duplicate campaign for you, and in those campaigns probably you can run them parallelly. And for example, in campaign A, you are running them for 18 to 24, and campaign B, you are running them to 24 to 35 age of audience. So you can test both the audience and understand which one is bringing you more results. And if one of them, performs well, you switch off another campaign and just go ahead with another one which is bringing you more traffic. So that's A/B test. You can do A/B test based on audience, based on targeting, based on creatives, different A/B test options you have. Will not make it complex, just leave it as it is for now. You have this option here for campaign budget also. You can set your campaign budget here. CBO, it's called CBO, campaign budget optimization. So you have two types of options. Budget setting option, you can either set budget on campaign level, or you can either set budget on ad set level, totally depending upon your strategy, what strategy which you're using. I think we'll go with the campaign budget right now. So I'll just switch it on. Daily budget, let's say I have just 100 rupees to spend per day. So I'll just go with 100 rupees for now. Okay. And yeah, and I'll keep it as a low cost bid strategy. You have other bid strategies also, cost cap and bid cap. You can put the cap on your bids, how much you want to pay for a click and all that, but I want it to be a lowest cost for now. That's it. Once you're done, just click on next. Yeah, so we are at the ad set level. One of the wonderful thing about Facebook is also it gives you audience, size, how much people you can reach based on your selection here. Let me just put the sorry let me just put the name again here. NP traffic, that was my name, and it was a single image. I'll just put that. And since this ad set, I'm just going to run it in India, so I'll just put India as a country for now. Just that's it. So website, again, traffic objective is website. You have other options also you can choose. I just want the traffic on my website, so I'll go with that. Dynamic creative, you give images, you give text to Facebook, and Facebook will create ads automatically for you. So that is another option you can go ahead with if you want to go ahead with a dynamic option, dynamic creative. That's another wonderful trick also, because you know Facebook has recently set a limit to its pages, that from a page you can only run 250 ads. Okay, 250 ads, only create 250 ads. So if your business requirement is to create more than 250 ads, you might want to go with dynamic creative here, because dynamic creative, you don't need to create multiple ad versions in it. You just create one ad, put multiple headlines, multiple images, and multiple description in just one ad, and Facebook will try to show the better performing images and headlines to its user based on its algorithm. So little tip for you for dynamic creative, you can go ahead with this option if you want. We are not going to go with this option. We want our ads to be created by ourselves. So offer, if you have any offer running, you can just go ahead and click on this offer and set that offer 50% off, 60% off, whatever offer you are running. You can just switch it on. Then let's come to date, schedule, start date and end date. You can set a start date to your campaign. You can also set an end date of your campaign. Let me put an end date. Let's say I want to end this campaign on 20th. So 18th to 20th, I just want to run. Is it so 18th May to 20th May? Restart your date today. Yeah. So yeah, it's done. And then comes the audience targeting.
So for this video, we are going to try interest-based targeting, but there are other targeting techniques like custom audience targeting, lookalike targeting, and remarketing. For those, I have already created some videos. I will just put them in the cards above. You can check out those targeting techniques. You can really laser focus your targeting and maximize your revenues using those techniques. For now, we are going to go ahead with interest-based targeting.
So let's say my audience is the people who are interested in social media. So social media, yeah, social media as an interest. So just make sure you target as an interest, not employer and job title. So I'll target as interest, social media. And if I now click on suggestions, it is going to give me Instagram interest, social media marketing interest, digital marketing interest, online advertising interest, and all that, those options. You, if you click on browse, it is going to give you these options: demographic, interest, and behavior. You can go ahead and target based on these different education level, financial situation, life events, parents, relationship, if they are into relationship, not into relationship, all those factors. Interest, what is their interest, if they are interested in fitness and wellness, entertainment, hobbies, shoppings, all those options you have here. And behavior is also another option: what they are doing online, they are buying online, they are booking tickets online, they are traveling frequently to uh, uh, international regions or domestic regions. You can also target people based on that. So you have lot of options to target here, but I think you can just go ahead and target these. I'm just going to go ahead and target these options here. So if you see, after targeting these people, my potential audience is 190 million people. Yeah, right. So 190 million people, that's fairly very big audience. I want to narrow it down further. So I have this option of narrow audience also. You also have option to exclude a audience. Let's say you want to target all these people, but you don't want to target the people who like email marketing. Why? I don't know why. Probably you have some reasons. So you don't want to target those. You can exclude those people from here. That is also another option you have. I'll narrow it down, and I'll narrow it down by, let's say, freelancing. Somebody who has freelancing also as an interest. So yeah, freelancer as an interest. So yeah, those people, I'll narrow it down. So now what happens here is, people who are interested in freelancing and who are interested in Instagram marketing, or digital marketing, online advertising, all these people are now my audiences. Now it has come down, if you see, 190 million people to 12 million people, which is again very fairly large, but I think we have brought it down. You can also go even narrowed, to the level which you're targeting here. So let's say you are selling a course. The course price is what, 50,000 rupees on 1 lakh rupees. So that's a premium level course, probably. And you are not going to target the anybody, and anyone cannot buy that course. Only the people who have money are going to buy that course. So probably I'll put one more filter here. So if you go to browse sections, I have this filter called travel. So travel, frequent international travelers. Yeah. So people, who are the people who travel internationally frequently? I think it has taken in the same one. Don't want to target in the same one. Yeah, I want to target it separately. So here, frequent travelers or frequent international travelers. The people who have, money, are traveling internationally frequently. Probably not these days because of all the lockdown and all this is going on. But yeah, in general, they do. So what I'm doing is I'm just refining my audience to only those people who have the money, who are interested in freelancing, and who have all these interests. So that's how you can see it has come down to 3.6 million people. I think it is fairly small now for us to target, reach people. Make sure your audience is not very big here, because you don't want to reach out to everyone. If you try to reach out to everyone, probably you will not be able to convert better. uh, that's because we only want to reach out to the people who want to buy our product or who are interested in our businesses. So I hope you understood this. Languages, I don't want to target all the languages, only English. So I'll go with English all. Done. That's yeah, another one. Languages is targeted. You can save this audience, and next time when you create a campaign, you can just target directly from here. So this is how you target people based on their interest. Yeah, so that's how you target people. I think location wise also I'm not giving you this thing. So location is India, and age group I don't want to target 18 to 65. Probably I just want to target 18 to 35. Yeah, so 18 to 35 is my audience now. That's all the people I want to target. That's it. My people targeting is done. Now comes the placement. Placement by default it has selected automatic placement. You can either go with this option or you can go ahead with manual option also and select the placement where you would like your ads to show up. So you have four placement option: Facebook, Instagram, Audience Network, and Messenger. Audience Network is nothing but Facebook has its publisher networks on whose articles also your ads might go. So these are few factors. If you just want to run your ads on Instagram, just deselect all these options from here and just select Instagram. That's how you only run on Instagram. Okay, if you don't want to run on Facebook, that's the only difference here. If you just want to run on Instagram Explore, you deselect these options as well. If you just want to run in Instagram Stories, you can go ahead and just select this option and deselect all other options as well. I'll keep it for all options. In fact, I'll go with automatic placement. Why automatic placement? I want my cost to be as low as possible. So Facebook will try to place your ads on all those places where you will get lower cost. Now lower cost doesn't mean doesn't always mean higher quality traffic also. Doesn't always mean the people are going to convert on your websites. So people do tend to go with manual placements as well and try to segregate between Facebook and Instagram separately. Okay, for now we'll just go with automatic placement. And optimization for ad delivery: link clicks. You can either go with link clicks, landing page views, impressions, and daily unique reach. Link clicks is nothing but you can maximize your ads for more and more link clicks. Landing page views means you can maximize your ads for more and more landing page views. So there is a difference between link clicks and landing page views. Okay, landing page view, Facebook will make sure that user view your landing page. Impressions, it's nothing but just normal impressions. And daily unique reach is nothing but it'll try to show the ads to a single user once per day. That's unique reach. I'll go with link click for now. And cost control, just leave it as it is. I just want to go with a minimum you know minimum bid type here or minimum budget here for now. So leave it as it is for now. Let's click on next. And yeah, so here is where we want to give the name to our ad. So NP traffic, you can create multiple versions of it. India V1, probably, yeah, that would be a right name here. Yeah, so name is selected. Then you will need to select your Facebook page. You will also need to select your Instagram account from where you want to run the ads. Okay, so preview is off. Let me just switch it on And yeah, so ad setup. Okay, so we just want to run a single image. You can also go with video also. There are other advertising options also. Carousel ads, you might have seen carousel ads also. Like, so if I just show you on Facebook, these are all carousel ads. If you might have seen, the ads which you can scroll. These are called carousel ads. Okay, you can create these ads also. You need multiple images for that, square images for that. You can go with that option. Collection also is another option. You can go with Facebook collection ads also. For now, I'll just make it simple, go with single image here. And then we will need to upload the image. For that, you need to create the image. To create the ad, we will go to Canva, sign up to Canva. Canva is a wonderful tool to create the ads or social media post. I'll just need an Instagram ad, sorry, Instagram ads. Search for Instagram ads, and it is going to give you a few templates here. If you see, these are some of the templates. Choose one of the templates which you want, and like for example, let's say, but that's a paid one. You want to go with a free one, so I'll just go with this one for now. Okay, make sure you make the changes according to your brand, whatever the message you want to give and all those options, and then click on download the ad. Boom, it's downloaded. Right, so come back to the account. Let's click on add image. Yes, so image is uploaded. Click on next. It's done. I think it is fitting everywhere. You also might want to upload its full version of story ad, which obviously this is not. So but square image, I prefer square images a lot. Yeah, so ads are set here. You can see our images are set. We just need to go ahead and put the primary text, and there's no limit in the primary text. As many as you want, you can put as many words here. So if this is a Black Friday sale, I'll just put it as 50% Black Friday sale. Okay, and just write more things about what is this sale about and all those options here. And then headline, I'll just put it as a Black Friday sale. I'm just making it simple for you guys. So Black Friday description also, I'll just put the same. Go ahead and write better descriptions, better headlines here for it to look better. It says enter the website URL field for your ad. Obviously, I'll just put the website URL field. So for now, I do not have any URL, but I'll just put my website URL here. Yeah, so that's my website URL. Okay, you can go ahead and build URL parameters also. That's UTM parameters. You can just click on put your campaign source, campaign medium, campaign name also. I usually put ad name here and campaign source Facebook, and medium, whatever medium you want, CPA, CPC, whatever your medium is. That's what you can put. This is for us to understand later from which ad the user has come. But I don't think you need it right now if you're just starting out. So you can just put your website name here. You don't need to go ahead with this option. So I think the ad is looking pretty fine here. That's what you can see. And yeah, that's almost it. There's nothing else. Display link is also there. Display link is nothing but this is for display purpose. I'll just put my domain name. That's it. Call to action, you can put a call to action also, whatever call to action you want. If it is just a traffic, learn more, apply now, whatever your call to action is, you can put that. And I think that's it. Website events, it is not giving me that option here, but obviously once you set your pixel on your website, it is going to give you this option also. Your pixel is going to show up here, and it'll be in a green button option. Okay, so make sure you have that set. and that's it. That's how you create an ad. That's how you run an ad.
If you have watched this video till here, thank you so very much. You can check out this video I have made earlier on lookalike audiences, where I'm talking about how you can target using your custom audience. I'm sure you're gonna like this video. You can maximize your revenue using this technique. And until next video, thank you so much. Bye bye.